Alright, let's try this out here. My video camera, I hope it still works, but the screen that I usually look at is not working, so I honestly can't tell if I'm as good looking as I feel or not, but you'll notice that there's some gray hairs here that weren't here at the beginning of this election, and there's probably a few wrinkles in here as well. It just goes on and on and on and on and on, and I see Bruce Chalk has extended the election yet again. So instead of having to have your ballots postmarked by March 12th, they now have to be physically received at 39 Hallett Crescent by March 25th. And allegedly this is the last time they change the rules they promise. Oh boy. Then we count the ballots. Then we declare a winner. Well, they do, not me. And then somebody might take it to court, and that could be a mess. And who knows how long that's going to take. Meanwhile, do we have a government? Do we have an interim government? Do we have a caretaker government? Do we have a new government, or do we keep with the old government? Do we keep the cabinet? I don't know. This is really getting bad. At this point, we just need a winner. And assuming it's going to be challenged, if we can find the most expedient way to get those challenges in and out. And they'll probably say go vote again anyway, so we're probably going to be voting again anyway in the fall, maybe even summer, I don't know. Definitely got more than I bargained for. I expected this to be over on February 13th so I could plan on moving on with my life. Either I'm an MHA or I'm not. Now I don't know what I'm going to be doing yet. Probably not going to win this election yet, but you never know yet. So everything's still on hold, yet life moves on. We pay rent, we have to decide whether or not we renew a lease, we decide if we're going to stay or go. Do we take a job, look for a job elsewhere? I'm looking for work. Technically, yes. I think anyone on CERB who's running in the election is still technically looking for work, which means you're not just putting all your eggs in the election basket, you're literally looking at websites, sending in resumes, applying for jobs. Maybe you're getting job interviews, maybe not. But yeah, this is really, really getting frustrating. And it's exposed just how unprepared our system was to take on an election during a pandemic. Even though allegedly they told the Premier, yes, we can handle this. Obviously, they have failed miserably. This goes back to the Premier. He failed because the people running elections in NL are people his party put in power. Bruce Chalk is a Liberal appointee, and again, I know you're probably watching this saying this is ridiculous too. I agree, it's stupid, it's ridiculous, but we can't have voter apathy. If you want to change this ridiculous, broken system, you have to vote for change. Since 1949, Newfoundland has either elected a Conservative or a Liberal government. Depending on which riding you're in, you have perhaps 3 other options, at least for your local MHA. You could vote for an NDP candidate, you can vote for an Alliance candidate, or you can vote for an independent candidate. The only other party that can form government would be the NDP. We're running 33 people. You need at least 22 for a majority. God knows 10 or 11 might be enough for a minority. The system will not change unless you vote NDP. I'm making that perfectly clear. So if you haven't voted yet, hopefully you'll get your ballot. Or if maybe you have your ballot and don't know what to do, if there's an NDP candidate in your riding, vote for that NDP candidate. Give us a chance. Give me a chance, Mount Pearl North, I promise. Election reform will be one of the first things on my agenda if I get in. Otherwise, we're going to have this same old broken system, the same old problems, the same old false promises that lead to solutions that never arrive. And we know we're already bankrupt. We've been bankrupt for years. Dwight Ball had to beg for money 2 years ago. It's just a complete mess. Well, let's see if this video actually works.